Hi guys, Berry Babe here checking in. Today is Wednesday, and this morning at 7:30, after no sleep at all, 151.3. I got on the scale a little bit later after I went to the bathroom another time and I was 151.2, but I'm going to count the 7:30 151.3. And that's about, I don't know, 2 pounds down. 1 pound down from later in the day. The oldest is off to school. Off to school. And she had left a stack of mending for me to do because that's kind of my thing. And I, a typical ADHD, left it till the last minute, so I was up most of the night sewing on buttons on this coat. And it was double-breasted and it ran way up into the collar, and then the collar snapped with two, and around the bottom it buttoned, and it had epaulettes with buttons, and one of those was gone and one of these was gone. And so I was digging around trying to find buttons to kind of make it look symmetrical, and when I went into my sewing box there were 4 of her coat buttons in there. How they got in there I don't remember, but I was able to find two steel. They were kind of like a hematite, flat hematite, about, I don't know, 2 inches, inch and a half. And these are just hematite, flat. They're just flat with 4 holes. So they don't exactly match, but they're close enough. And then I reinforced the bottom 4 on both sides with buttons. Sorry, came outside and there's like allergies in the air. So I got that done, and it was 3:30, and I heard her get in her car because she lifeguards at the Y, and she goes early and swims by herself. She opens the Y on her own, has for years. The caretaker called the police once because he didn't realize she got there quite that early. Does it make me nervous she swims alone? Yeah, but this is the one that skydives and scuba dives and does rock climbing and high ropes for work, along with lifeguarding. She kayaks. She climbs trees, you name it. Ice climbs. Bought a motorcycle and it died. The oil leaked out and she didn't know it. She still owes me some money on that, but she's gone. So I now have a car. Yay! So why am I not out tooling around? Well, I already got my HCG boutique stuff. I already shopped the one end of town. And I have some things to show you. Donna said she would be interested. I'll save that for the very end. I have a whole nother shitload in there. These have not been washed, and those have been washed. I put them through an extra long cycle, and I got some of that Tide Odor Resolve, I think it's called, and that works pretty well. They come out smelling very, very, very fragrant, and I wash everything in no scent because I'm so sensitive. But it's better than that thrift store basement smell, because I was washing things 3 and 4 times and I didn't feel like it was getting the odor out. So I'm wearing this little number. I'll just end up give you a look at my little boobs. Kind of a body shot. Once I get this resolved, I'll have to pass this little number on. But it's just so nice. I would never be, if I had this on before my surgery, I'd be like, they'd be choking me up under my throat. So I am still on my fast. So today is day 4 or day 5 if you count that fish and half an apple day at the very beginning. And I noticed that my fingernails were very, very white. Now I don't usually even wear polish because I have trouble keeping my nails from being yellowed. A lot of times diabetics have trouble with their nails, and I don't know if that's part of it. Perhaps it's because I haven't been digging in any oranges or doing anything with food to get them colored. But, and I had a little bit of midsection discomfort, but that went away. So it's like, I'm waiting, bring it on, I'm waiting. I have chewed a little bit of gum. My breath just gets so bad and my mouth gets so yucky, but I'm just doing one at a time. And that's, my ketosis is getting darker and darker. I'll be so excited when I hold that strip and it matches the last one on the bottle. I feel good. Of course, I'm not out running a marathon, but you know, I have always felt better when I was in ketosis. I think I know I've been carb sensitive for a long time. It's possible I've been insulin resistant since I was a kid. You know, the cravings, the callings, when you have an addiction, and that's what it is. But here's the dilemma. You know, you see my arms, I'm starting to look a little bit thin. And all things being equal, I would stop at 150. My waist has gone down 1.5 inches, which I'm 38.5 now instead of 40, but I still have so much skin around my waist, I really don't know if I can resolve the skin, what I'll have. I did some reading. I've got a stack of books from the library today that I had ordered, and one of them was the Dr. Edie's book for midlife crisis. That's not exactly what it is, but one of the things they were talking about was how awful it is to have the visceral fat, which is the fat around your organs. And they gave a way to measure whether your fat was visceral or subcutaneous, which means under your skin. And now on my scale, I've gone from a 9 or a 10 to a 7, if you can trust that. So I'm hoping that means I'm burning off some of that visceral fat in there. But you lay flat, you stand up against the wall, and you put 2 rulers and you measure how far your stomach sticks out, I think. And then you lie down flat on a hard surface and you measure how far your stomach sticks up. Well, when I lay flat, my hip bones stick out. Everything just kind of sinks in, which I was worried about if I want him to pull this up and tuck it under here. When I lie down, it disappears. So I would think that would be a good indication that I don't have a lot of visceral fat, and that would be good. But I still have enough other fat that I want to try to go a little bit farther. The last time I said that, I got in trouble, fell off the wagon, and it's taken me 3 weeks to get back to my starting place. But when I go off the fast, and what I've decided I'll do is I'm going to, I think I'm going to try to fast until I hit where I want to go. And I'm thinking 145, 143, because 148 is where I want to be. If I go to 143, that gives me 5 pounds. When I start refeeding, I'm going to put on weight just for having food in my body. And then if I can't handle the high fat, then if I end up with glycogen, glycogen, I gain 5 to 7 pounds just refilling those. So if I stop at 148, which is where I want to be, then I have to fight staying there when I know I'm going to gain because of going back. And then I'm going to break the fast with bone broth, and I don't know how many days I'll do that. But I thought I would use, if I stayed on the HCG until I got down to where I was going to stop, and then I used those 3 days in purgatory to refeed, then on first day of P3 I could start the keto. I just really want to start keto. I got a whole stack of books today, cookbooks with fat bombs and Alfredo and bacon. Sorry for the food porn. So I love bacon. You know, they wrap bacon around everything. Avocado wrapped in bacon. I don't know if I like avocado, but I'm even playing with trying to learn to eat faux potatoes made with cauliflower. The only thing I've ever done with cauliflower is cut it to take on a relish tray. Oh, so I don't know, if I lose a pound a day, which I may now on the fast. I've been going down. I think that I've been on it long enough that maybe the water's gone out. I don't think I was holding that much water to start with. So I don't know. We'll see. So now I'm dealing with looking in the mirror and saying, oh, you're thin. I am thin. Did I ever think in my lifetime I would say that? And I'm going to have to deal with getting even thinner. What I'm hoping is, if I burn it off the middle, which came on from the insulin, when I refeed and gain, it will redistribute more evenly. Do I dare hope for that? There go my dogs again, sorry. Yesterday I put them in the house. So that's where I am, dipping ketones, and told my therapist I just really, I need to live in the purple. And I love to buy purple underpants because that secretly confirms for me, you know, living in the purple. So ketosis, I know intuitively that ketosis is where I need to be. I need to put the carbs down. And if I do ever get into the carbs again, and I probably will, my resolution I think would be to immediately fast the next couple of days until I get back where I'm supposed to be. I'm not saying that to give me permission to cheat, but you know I will. I know that you can get kicked out of ketosis from stress and cortisol. When I have my surgery, I probably won't be able to maintain ketosis because that'll be enough. Antibiotics can kick you out. So I don't know. I'm amazed I've lasted this long on this fast, but I think the HCG is a godsend because I get little spurts of hunger, but it basically, the ketosis helps take your hunger away, but so does the HCG. So if I ever had to do another round, I think I'd be fasting through part of it because I'd rather not deal with food at all than have to deal with choices. And my daughter took everything. Oh, the apples went, all the cheese went, all the, grape nuts and crackers and Doritos, and it all went. And she was glad to get it. And I even sent her most of my Ungeri protein because that's whey. And from what I've been reading, whey is like insulin trigger. So I'm looking at maybe some egg white protein, which you can use in recipes too. So that's all for now, and I'm almost out of time. Talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.